Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. This video is directed directly to white South Africans. We need to have a family chat. There is a lot that is on my mind. There's a lot that is on my mind. Not just about this issue of Trump and Elon Musk. There's a lot. I'm not even going to preview it now. Let's just go into it. Folks, white South Africans, I have some questions for you. The question really that I have for you is, what is it exactly that you want? Please tell me, what do you want? Because I really don't understand. I don't understand you. I don't understand your actions. I don't understand a lot of your public utterances, your attitude. Obviously, this doesn't apply to all white South Africans. Just don't even start me with that not all crap. Now, I've already addressed this before, that there's nothing in this world, there's not a single topic that you can ever talk about that is 100% true of the entire sample population that we're talking about. So this not all conversation is just tiring, and it's actually dishonest. So that's not even, please, don't go there. Please don't go there, because that's, anyways. But I want to know, what is it that you want? What do you want? What do you want? Maybe you wonder why I'm asking this question. Ever since Donald Trump, for instance, has announced these issues, all the statements that the US president has announced, the vitriol that has been coming from white South Africans has been mostly racist. And it's not just that racism of like that white guy was South African who was like caught saying something about cafes or some stupid shit like that, or saying something ignorant about black people that is racist, that has racist undertones and racist motivations, or like, I'm here in Greece, not a single cafe on site. So I'm not talking about that kind of racism. I'm talking about deep rooted racism. Like the kind that I'm just like, I'm wondering, white South Africans, do you want a free, democratic, constitutional republic? Yes or no? Or do you want a white minority government? What do you want? Because I'm so confused. Oftentimes, the things that I've seen what people say online, I've noticed also in the past few years that the criticism that white South Africans make online towards the ANC, it's not just a matter of disagreement with policies, that okay, these are stupid policies, or that these policies hurt us, or they hurt the nation. It's often criticism that is so full of hate that it often baffles me. That why do you hate these people so much? Like, and whenever there is some government failure of some sort, corruption. There's a lot of issues that South Africans are unhappy with, that everyone is unhappy with. And you'll hear, which also explains why the African National Congress has not won the Western Cape, Gauteng, KZN, has not won a clear majority in South Africa, because people are just not happy. But when you watch the criticism of mostly people of color towards the ANC, it's often a criticism of policies, service delivery, and all those issues, and even anger because of corruption, and people have all kinds of ANC nicknames with regards to their corruption. But when you listen to white South Africans criticize the ANC, a lot of it is so hateful. And I don't like to, and I think that hate is one of the words that have been overused these days and has been cheapened. But in this particular instance, I think it is appropriate to use it to describe what tends to happen. And then oftentimes when you engage in these public platforms, when the NC government has messed up something and you are replying to something that is said by a white person, or even if you're not replying, you find that West Africans, they automatically assume that you support the ANC, and then they attach whatever negative feelings they have towards the ANC to you. And I'm asking myself, personally, in all the elections that I've voted in, I've never voted for the ANC. I've never liked the ANC. In fact, I've disliked the ANC. I deeply dislike the ANC based on its policies. And I've been in certain situations where I have to defend the ANC as a person who has never voted for them, who does not intend to vote for them ever, having to defend them based on the kind of criticism that white South Africans make towards the ANC. It's astonishing for me. And then when white South Africans, when you act as if being black and ANC is synonymous, that's very troubling. It's very, very, very troubling. And then I wonder for me that, because I mean, if you are free to say things like the things that what people are saying online about this black-run government, then what sort of things do you say privately? So that's one issue. And then there's this issue of this white genocide myth, which we know is false, and that white South Africans are oppressed. Also, we know is false. My question is that why? What do you want? That's really my question. What do you want? And let me motivate this question even further. In South Africa, 70% of all privately held land is owned by white people. Over 7%. White South Africans own the overwhelming majority of the economy in South Africa. The overwhelming majority of small businesses in this country are owned by you. More than 95%, close to 100% of big businesses in South Africa are owned by you. We go to unemployment. The group that has the lowest unemployment numbers in this country is you. The group that has the lowest school dropout rate in this country is you. The group that has the highest pass rate in this country is you. The group that has the highest aggregate household wealth is you. The group that has the highest household incomes is also you. household incomes, who earn the most. The group that has the lowest poverty rate is you. You can go through the list of all the matrix and the matrices of measuring what it is to do well and what it is to do bad. You are always at the top of every positive matrix in the country, and you are at the bottom of every negative matrix. What exactly do you want? I really have to ask this question. What do you want? There is no other racial group in this country that does better than you. There's not even a group that comes close to you. Well, the Indians are doing very well, yes, but they are not, because they'll be like number 2. But they are not even, and the Asians, but they're not even close. When I'm saying Asians, I mean using Asians generically and not talking about Indians. What is it that you want? Could it be that what you want is you want full employment of white people in South Africa? Is that what you want? Because no other group has full employment, and no other group is more employed than you. Because if you say that, that's just, okay, these ANC policies are racist, you can't get jobs. How is it that no one has more jobs than you in terms of per capita? How is it no other group has a higher employment rate than you? I'm trying to understand this. What do you want? Obviously, there are white people who are homeless. But there's no group in this country that has such a low homelessness rate as white South Africans. None. So are you telling me that what you want is that you don't want a single white person to be homeless? Even though every other group in this country has homeless people who are struggling, more people and more in terms of absolute terms and in terms of percentage-wise. And also when it comes to this issue of land, are you saying that since you're owning 70% of all privately owned land while you are 9% of the population, the only acceptable rate is if you own 100% of the land? Is that, what exactly, I'm trying to understand what is it that you guys want. Because every other group in the country wishes that they were in your position. Obviously, they are poor white people. Obviously, they are unemployed white people. Obviously, they are white people who are living paycheck to paycheck. But percentage-wise, ratio-wise, proportionally-wise, no group has less people who are struggling like you do. So what exactly do you want? This for me is something that I'm trying to understand. And then Donald Trump offered you refugee status, and then you guys are saying, no, you don't want to go there, you want to be in South Africa. Okay, so let's get this straight. You are willing to interfere in the internal affairs of a country by inviting a foreign power to interfere in South African politics. Is the hope that you have is that the United States is supposed to overthrow the government so that you can go back to having a white minority rule? Is that what the hope? Because clearly you are saying that you don't want to leave. You are South African. I've even heard words like we're indigenous people. Okay, you don't want to leave, but you want a foreign power to interfere. You want a foreign power to make it impossible for a duly elected government to conduct its affairs. its lawful carried affairs, where we have a competent judicial system that guardrails our government if they are doing anything irrational or illegal, and you are inviting foreign powers to interfere. What other conclusion do we have other than that you want this foreign power to overthrow the government so that you can again have a minority white government? Is that what is wanted? Because all of the vitriol and the anger that I see online and with white South Africans, I said, clearly white South Africans who are 9% of the population, there is no path for you at all to be in government. There is no path. Because even if you are in government, you'll always be a minority part of that ruling coalition. Like, as 9% of the population, there is simply just no path. Are you offended by the fact that you are the minority, therefore you don't have a path to ruling South Africa, therefore in order for you to rule South Africa, you must get a foreign power to overthrow the South African government? Is that what's happening?